I stand at the ready.
Time for me to shine, eh?
They must be hiding somewhere. Root them out, Alfie.
That was smooth. Watch out! Hey! You're not looking so good! Sorry for the trouble. Yours! Time to shine! You're not looking so good.
You're strong. Please, you must help Takasugi. Last I saw, they had driven him into the main hall.
Judged. My apologies.
For your father.
That's no ordinary item.
Do you mean to interfere? If so, I will not hold back. Impressive. Interesting. I might give it a try. I like this You're not disappointed. How big?
You're not looking so good.
I feel alive.
What am I doing?
Kondo would be grateful for fighters with your skills. Perhaps you might consider... No, never mind.
You did well to stop him. Now, let's get Shinsaku out of here. We should be able to get him to the Choshu's Kyoto estate. With all of this going on, I'm hoping the defenses there have thinned. He's in trouble if we don't get him to a doctor right away. Come on, let's hurry.
If it wasn't for you, I would have been done for. I seriously thought it was the end for me. But thanks to you, I lived to tell the tale.
It was Oryo who saved you, really. I didn't know you were such an expert.
The expert is my father. All I did was follow his instructions.
To you and your father, I could never thank you enough. If you had not come, many lives would have been lost.
And I must say, your arrival was a very nice surprise. I never thought this would be my chance to see you again.
It seems too good to be true, doesn't it? Clearly, fate has something in store for the two of you.
I don't know about that.
That aside, what happened to Katsura? Do you know where he is?
No, he vanished after the incident at the inn. But then this letter arrived here, just this morning.
Let's see here. I'm in Kamogawa. Your time has come. Rise as one. And do you think this is Katsura?
I can't say for certain. But anyone who would know Master Shoin's last words must have seen his end.
You're right. That way we'll know for sure. Katsura's the man in charge. If he doesn't show his face soon, it's going to be hard to keep everyone in line.
Regretfully, I would have to leave this one up to you. I'm still not too steady on my feet. Also, it feels like I'm coming down with a cold.
Not a problem. We'll head there as soon as we're ready. There's a longhouse you can use in Kyoto. Rest up there. Once you're all set, join me in Kamogawa.
Be careful, Ryoma.
I will. Just look after Shinsaku, won't you?
As soon as the gang leaders disappeared, they were replaced by corrupt officials. Picking fights at post stations, harassing geishas. Things really have gotten out of control. Hasn't made a mistake. Some of those officials now. That's the way.
He hates that I let those officials push me around. Please, let me help him.
Takasugi, you had me worried. Oh, you came too. How encouraging. Those nasty officials are at their base. All we have to do is storm it. Let's go. I'm rather excited.
Please, let us take care of this. I suggest you go on ahead to their base.
Intruders.
All right, Commander! Get out there!
Arrogant bastards! From the prison! You'll pay for that! Just you wait!
This isn't the time to die. Good work back there. Everything went smoothly, thanks to you. But these corrupt officials are as common as rats. We would run ourselves ragged if we tried to deal with each and every one of them. No. With their protection fees, I'd say the gangs were just as bad. The officials just took over with their own brand of villainy. In any case, it's always the common folk who suffer. Still, they are not completely powerless. This incident should have shown the people of Ejiri that they don't need to fear the authorities. Same for those in Chinatown. By uniting under a common purpose, they can strike back at their oppressors. Now more than ever, I see the truth in Master Showing words. If we were to overthrow the shogunate and save Japan, the masses must... There's no fooling you, is there? I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm all fine now, so don't worry. Just keep this between us, all right?
Look. Seems he was some kind of shogunate big shot. No. But look at how he's been killed. Stabbed right in the throat. He's O's handiwork if ever I saw it. His hideout must be close by. I'm sure of it. Probably that abandoned temple. Will you help me put a stop to Izo's madness? Let's wait until dark. He's sure to come crawling back to his hidey hole then. Right, let's go. You remember what Katsu told us? To those who oppose the shogunate, killings like those are divine punishment. How is this country supposed to contend with the Westerners when our own people endlessly slaughter one another? I still don't know exactly what the new Japan will look like. But one thing is certain. We'll never get anywhere if we keep fighting like this amongst ourselves. How long has it been since we first crossed paths? Since we met, so many people have died. We're here. Let's look for Izo. Take a look at this. A bullet. I don't know any enemy of the shogunate who would use a pistol. This has to belong to Izo. I don't think he's here now, but if we wait long enough... I've been thinking for a while about what Master Shoin wanted us to do. Genzui and Izo both claim to have taken on Master Shoin's mantle. But, well, you know how that's turned out. But I haven't taken the same path as them. Why do you think that is? The true difference is that I've met people worth listening to, who've given me the chance to change and move forward. I'm lucky to have you and Katsu. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. If I hadn't met you in that cave in Yokohama, I might have ended up like Izo. That's music to my ears. Now I'm ready for anything. I just can't imagine my life if we hadn't met. Anyway, seems like Izo still isn't back. You should grab some sleep. I'll wake you when he comes.
I knew it. If Ryoma came, I knew you'd be with him. The world is supposed to change if I just keep getting. But how much longer? How much more do I have to do this? At last, my turn has come to be cut down. I'm no different to you in that we both have killed. When was it that I chose the wrong path? Please, don't let Ryoma be dragged down by dirty work. He is meant for much greater things than merely cutting down foes. More blood will be shed on this land. Keep Ryoma safe with your blade, lest he suffer my fate.
What the hell happened here? Looks like these men were still breathing pretty recently. This doesn't bode well for Katsura. We need to find him now. Right. I'll start over there. So much of the town has been burned down. So many homes. We're meant to be fighting for a better country, but this is anything but. Oops.
Found you at last. Say your prayers!
One man against no samurai. Open things up, shall we?
For your kind deed.
That takes care of that. Now then, let's ask our friend here what that was about.
Thank the stars. Glad it was you two who showed up.
Katsura, I had a feeling that was you. What are you doing in that getup? The Choshu men feared the worst.
I've been looking into the Shogunate's next moves, but I've let down my comrades by not being able to fight with them. Genzui especially. It wasn't for nothing, though. I got my hands on some vital information. The Shogunate are going to send in a force to deal with the Choshu soon.
The Shogunate is making a move. They're seizing their chance to take the Choshu out once and for all.
Indeed. And they're expecting the Satsuma to provide the best part of the force.
Them again? But weren't they planning to revolt against the government?
Well, the Satsuma are making a show of compliance to the Shogunate, which will spell the end of the Choshu. Any bright ideas?
You know, I've always wondered why the Choshu and Satsuma don't just make an alliance. You're the only ones with enough power to bring about change in this country. If you joined forces, you'd be unstoppable.
You're not wrong. It would be incredible. Could it be done? But the Satsuma and Choshu are sworn enemies. We cannot simply form an alliance.
That's right. Focus on the past and you lose sight of the future. To make a real change, you're going to have to make some hard choices.
I see what you're saying. Then we should ride to Kyomizudera Temple. Takamori Saigo of the Satsuma should be there at present, as far as I'm aware. He's the commander of the Satsuma forces right now. If we can persuade him, this plan might have legs. Let's meet at Kyomizudera Temple!
Hey, buddy, come over here. Will you?
Huh? Could I leave it to you two to broach the subject? I doubt he'll be in the mood to listen if an enemy like me shows up out of nowhere.
No problem. We'll handle this. So, Saigo's in this temple, right?
Ah, that's right. The former chief priest of this place, Yesho, was said to be close with Saigo, and I hear today is the anniversary of his death. I was told by a geisha who was client from Satsuma. Apparently, he met his end during the Ansai Purge, where he and Saiga were persecuted. It won't be easy. But as long as you're sincere, and make him understand that it's all in the best interest of the country, he'll come around.
Okay. Time to head inside. We'll get kicked out if we just rush in. Better to wait for the right moment. The grounds are pretty big, so we should prioritize locating Saigo.
I'm happy you're on board.
Rest assured, I'll give it my all.
is at the Zhoujuing Temple.
Here they come! Thought so. Ready and willing!
That was smooth.
So, you've been ordered to lead the expedition against Choshu. What do you intend to do, Saigon? Well, I'll leave you to ponder it. Some solitude may bring you clarity.
How dare anyone threaten me on this most sacred day?
Wait! We just want to talk, not fight!
ordinary foe. Go! Take more than that to make me yield. I would live for both of us.
won't die here so easily! Crossing blades with someone with no intention to kill is pointless. You said you would like to speak to me. The Satsuma never chose to begin this fight. That decision was the Shogunate's.
Forget the Shogunate. I want to speak to you, not them.
It was the Choshu who drew their swords first. And considering their behavior in Kyoto, how can we leave them be?
Look, I understand Satsuma's perspective. But have you thought about our future?
What do you mean? Change this country? What are you saying?
Saigo, deep down, I know you agree with me. There are things Satsuma can only accomplish with Choshu by its side.
You want us to march alongside our sworn enemies? I simply cannot see it.
And yet, it can be so. If we should will it. But first, I should apologize. I am sorry. I could not stop the conflict earlier.
Katsura of the Choshu? What are you wearing?
Oh, ignore these filthy rags. I assure you, my aspirations remain unsullied. As my associates have said, we must put aside our differences, even if it means moving heaven and earth. We must transform Japan.
Katsura, I hear you. I accept your proposal. Gesho, too, would have been glad to put an end to the bloodshed.
Then it's settled. The Choshu and Satsuma will join forces, and we shall be the ones to see it through. You know, I've heard that in the West you're meant to hold hands and shake them on occasions like this. Go on. Try it.
Saigo, I look forward to working with you.
The The pleasure is mine.
Takamori Saigo, swayed by Ryoma, defies the shogun's orders and calls off the Satsuma assault on the Choshu. This episode helps the Satsuma and Choshu draw closer, and they conclude an alliance aimed at overthrowing the shogunate.
Don't you remember what I told you back then? That I had a dream as big as the damn ocean.
This way.
Don't think you can escape us.
Accept your fate!
They don't give up easily.
Do it! Cut me down!
It's just a scratch. Don't worry.
He needs medical attention! Come on, let's go. I want to get back in the past for a start.
Sounds like a plan. This is a real mess.
After being attacked at the Terada Inn, Ryoma Sakamoto took refuge amongst the Satsuma clan.
Might not be so lucky next time. I'm going to have to leave things to you for now. I'm counting on you.
Did Ryoma make it away without any trouble? Sorry I couldn't be there for the send-off. Now we can't afford to ignore what happened at the Terada Inn. But we still don't know the true course of events. Huh? But you and Ryoma gave eyewitness accounts stating that the perpetrator wore a Shinsengumi uniform. Kondo and Hichikata were away from Kyoto, serving the shogunate, which puts both of them out of the picture as suspects.
If the Satsuma Choshu alliance searches for the culprit in the open, we'll only incur the wrath of the shogunate.
And that's where you come in. We want you to infiltrate the Shinsengumi and sniff out the culprit from within.
I leave the matter to Katsura's judgment.
I knew you'd be on board with the idea. you can handle yourself and adapt to the unexpected. And since you were once part of their number, even fleetingly, you shouldn't raise suspicion. Well, perhaps some of them already know of you, but with a little disguise, no one will notice, I'm sure. You can learn from me. Come to Nishi Honganji Temple once you're fully prepared. You need to be ready to pass the initiation.